Today on our 2014 Nissan Frontier, we're going to be test fitting the Kuat Trio. This is a roof-mounted, fork clamp style bike rack. The part number on this in the black and chrome is TR02. This is also available in a gunmetal gray and orange. That part number is RU01. Now we've got our Thule Rapid Traverse roof rack system that we've already installed in the vehicle. So we're going to begin our test fit by placing the Trio right up onto the load bars. At the front, we're going to take one of our black coated metal U-bolts. We'll slide it up through the underside of the rack, around the underside of our crossbar through the head of the rack. And then we're going to thread on our cylinder nuts. Now one side's going to have a hex pattern, the other side's threaded. We want that threaded portion to be facing down. We're then just going to thread these on here. We'll get a few good turns on them so we can be sure that we don't have them cross-threaded or anything like that. And then we'll just let them hang down there. We'll bring our second U-bolt. We're going to do the same deal. We're going to bring it around the underside of the crossbar, up through the head of the carrier, and then place that threaded portion down and thread our cylinder nuts right onto our U-bolt. With all four of them started, we'll now take our provided tool, place it in, and start tightening them down. We want to be sure that we get all four of our cylinder nuts tightened down. That way we don't have any issues with it moving side to side or anything like that on us. All right, with our front secure, as you can see, it's mounted on the vehicle nicely. We're going to move here to the rear. At the rear, we want to loosen both of our wing nuts up, and we're going to move whichever one is closest to our load bar. We're going to remove that one completely. In this case, it's going to be the one in the rear. So I pulled that off, got our front one loose enough to where our clamp will separate. We're then going to bring the single bolt to the rear. We'll slide our other bolt up to the front of our bar. I don't quite have that one loose enough. And then as you can see, we've just fit that bolt back through that lower portion of the clamp. We'll then thread our wing nut back on there. Adjust our clamp so it's sitting where we want it, and then tighten our wing nut back down. Now we're going to tighten them both down, of course. We want to secure it evenly around the load bar, but we've got more slack in the rear, so I'm going to tighten that one up a little bit more. And then I'll start on the front. There we go. Perfect. The rack's secured to our vehicle. It's time to load up the bike. First, undo our rear wheel strap. Then we can come up to the front where we'll open our skewer and make sure it's loose enough to accept the forks of our bike. We'll now grab our bike. Keep in mind you're going to install it with this front wheel removed. So you will need to take the front rim and skewer off. We'll now place our bike directly up onto our rack. We guide the front forks down onto the front skewer. We'll secure it here first. A little too much. Once we have it secure there, we'll move to the rear wheel and secure it with our strap. Just like that, we've got our bike all loaded up onto our 2014 Nissan Frontier. We're now going to take the Kuat Trio, part number TR02, out through our test course so you can see what it looks like in action. Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering.
Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway.